We get it? I guess we did it. All right. I don't know if the audio is working. I don't know if anything's working. Get this out of the way. I don't know if anything's working. What the hell's back there? There we go. Turn my TV on, turn my TV on. Huh. Test something here. It said if you do it this way, it pokes into the shorts feed. We will find out. Interesting. I don't think it's going into the shorts feed. I could be wrong. It is a second or two behind. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out if this is actually generating a shorts feed. I don't see it though. Hello there. Trying to figure some out. Okay, I'm gonna trust it. It says it's doing its thing. This is the first time I've tried to stream in this format, so we're just gonna go with what we got here. And I don't know if the audio sucks. I hooked my mic up, but there's no feedback in the user interface, so who knows? Actually, I want to set that up so I can see. I guess it's working. So we got all of our panels ready to go. We got them, got every clamp I own out here. I don't know how much I'm going to get done tonight. Sundays, you know, back to school, back to work, get everybody cleaned and ready. Normally I try to live stream earlier on Sundays, usually by about noon. But my kiddo had a birthday party to go to. Took me over an hour to clean the shop from what I did to it yesterday. So this was the last panel we had to do. I think I do have to run it over the router, I think. Yeah, we got a little hangout over here. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. See if it's still following me. So it'd be hard for me to see the text. Well, I know it's going into the shorts feed, because I don't know who the hell just left that message. Let's put these clamps up. I'm interested to see if the audio is coming through okay. I think I set the mic up okay. Could be wrong. Actually, it's a way to tell. There is a way to tell. I just want to see if the audio works. That's what the audio sounds like? My mic? That's what the audio sounds like? My mic? That's what the audio sounds like? My mic? Okay. Alright. I think it's picking up the fridge. I think that's the annoying sound you're hearing. Let me try to fix the fridge noise. There we go. Okay. Alright. I think it's picking up the fridge. I think that's the annoying sound you're hearing. Yeah. But at least the mic works, so that's cool. Alright, I did figure out. This old man can figure something out. Just gotta make sure the refrigerator isn't vibrating like a maniac. Poke this down. I'm over here. I just realized I forgot to get the joiner out. Left my brush over here. Think we might need a drill. I don't know. Alright, got all of our panels. I'm hoping to get at least, well, I can't do that yet. I gotta cut the grooves. Yeah, we're gonna have to get the router out. So here's the panels we got. This is the false panel. That's the right side. And the left side. And the best side. So that's where we're at. So what I'm thinking is next is run the groove to accept the dowels for the hidden false door. We'll do it in this one first. See how fast we can get this done. That way I can actually join these two together tonight. I think. All right. Set up the router table. I don't know how to film this. This is going to be an odd angle. I'm going to want it to go right down the middle of that. Man, that's going to be like splitting hairs though. It's going to be a tight window. I think if I put the router table here, you might be able to get a decent view. Kind of forgot I was going to have to It's heavy with a router in it. Yeah, I should have done this earlier in the day. I think most of my regular people probably eating dinner or something right now. Probably not the best time, but I spent today trying to figure out how to get this thing to work. That was my goal. I think we got it figured out. And we'll be back to a normal schedule next week. That's a spiral upcut. Yeah, all my regular people probably having dinner. It's a bad time to do this. Live and learn. Well, if they want to watch the progress, they can go back and watch the live stream if they missed it. That's the beautiful thing. My space retainer. See, why don't they make these router bits and the depth of the collets the same, like universal? Because like this bit, look, it just falls into where it wants to grip the cutting part. There we go. I want to see if does it track me down here? Does it track me in this thing, cussing? Right. We're not trying to route to the moon here. We just want to just enough to accept a dowel to stick out. And that's going to kind of be the guide for it. Hello there, Cynthia. I am making planter boxes for my front door. But they're special. So like one panel is going to be like a fake door, and then you can hide a cooler. So that way when you're out on your porch watching the neighbors, you don't have to walk all the way to the kitchen for a cold drink. Currently fighting my router table. That still ain't gonna be enough. What the hell happened here? I don't remember tightening these as much. Maybe I did. Yeah, you could. I kind of thought about that, but I'm also I would never advertise that though. Nothing like posting something on YouTube saying, "Hey, this is where I hide my keys. Come and get me." All right, this is gonna be me cussing the router table for 10 minutes. That should be out far enough. Are you a woodworker, Cynthia? Kind of surprised at how many not woodworking people I get on here. Some people just like watching me be an idiot in my shop. There we go. Turn this dang thing around. There we go. It's fun. It's nice being able to make stuff. It's nice to know you don't always have to buy cheap furniture that comes out of a box forever. All right. Let's mark. Let me go get an offcut, because we got to mark where we want the router bit to line up. So this is the one that's getting the groove. Well, hello, Alan. Am I a firefighter? No. I was born with this mustache. I came out this way. No, actually, I deliver to a firehouse. And they said, you can have mustaches as long as you can make sure the, those masks that keep from smoke inhalation. So I don't know if I could work as a firefighter. So let's tighten it down here, see what we get. Okay. Sounds like you're a firefighter. We gotta bring it back. Bring it back this way a little bit. Let's try there. I should have set this up before I clicked start, but this is a test stream. Usually I just use my phone and drag it around the shop with me. Ah, you were retired? Safely retired? It seems like firefighters always get to retire young too. Is there a maximum age you can be? Like pilots, I don't think pilots can only be pilots till they're 60 or 62, I think. I think we're going to bring it in one more smidge. All right, I swear we're about to cut some wood. It's not going to just be me honking with the router table all night. Might be. That looks pretty centered. All right, let's figure out how we want this to go. Where'd my little depth? Got my little depth guide. Trying to give you a little view. So we're still at ½ inch. I want to go to I don't even want to do a ½ inch. Let's do a hair under a ½ inch. This should work in theory. it's called a gimbal camera. So it uses technology to some kind of voodoo to follow me around. It's the first time I've used it. Surprised I got it to work. It's nice that I don't have to constantly fiddle. I've been live streaming with a phone on a tripod, but I just drag the tripod around with me all over the shop. So I thought I'd give this a shot today. And then maybe find a way to put a close-up camera in one of the corners. I don't know. I'm in my 40s, so learning technology at my age sucks. All right, so I'm going to turn on my air filter. I usually stream about noon, and it's, there's a bunch of retired carpenters and woodworkers and stuff that follow me. But I guess it's dinner time for them. I should have started earlier, but I'm about to fire up the router, which is going to be really loud. So you might want to turn your volume down a smidge. Got to turn my air filter or I'll choke to death. One final check. I just want to make sure I got these lined up right. Ooh. Wow. That was almost a fatal mistake. That's the front. Don't do it to that one. But these are all the same, so it should be. Maybe if I back up a little bit, you can see more of the table. Probably not. Oh, that's not too loud. How am I going to know where to stop? Okay, I'm going to stop when I get to the end of the table. And then I'll figure out where to put the dowels on the false door later. Alright, so hopefully that lines up right, but I'm going to put dowels on this false door, and the dowel should ride in this groove. That's my thought. Hell, I don't know. I'm notorious for coming out here with no plans. I just know I want to be able to hide a 9-quart cooler in here. I don't even have the cooler. I just got the dimensions off the internet, so I'm trusting that too. Alright, this might be a little sketchy because I'm kind of cutting it the other direction now. I don't like it. What's going on, Bayfield? Trying out a new cameraman. I try to stream on Sundays at noon, but my son had a birthday party to go to, and then I was trying to figure out this damn camera. So I think all my regular guys are probably having dinner. What time is it there for you? Oh shit, it's like barely afternoon for you. I think I'm done with the router. Oh, I forgot to ask you the other day. You said you were going back to the shop, back to the grind, bud. What project are you working on? No, we'll put it up. We'll put it up. There we go. Yeah, we're done with the router. For now. Yeah, I've had it for a while, but I've kind of been tinkering with it. It's the OBS Bot Tiny 2 Lite. The OBSBot Tiny 2. I think I got it off Amazon for like 140 bucks. And I think at this point, the evolution of this process is going to be install cameras at each tool. That way I can just hit like a preset and it zooms in on where I'm at. But I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to need 4 or 5 cameras to mount around here. I'm just glad I got it figured out, dude. Maybe next time I'll add a picture-in-picture. So let me ask you, are you watching vertically or horizontally? Because I wonder if you can, I have it streaming vertically and horizontally. So I wonder if you can flip your phone sideways and watch it in landscape. Alright, I think the next step is to, I think instead of trying to assemble all 4 sides, I'm going to assemble this side . Yeah, okay. Sounds good in my head. All right, let me get some biscuits. Or do I want to? Yeah, let's get this one glued on for tonight. I typically come out here and try to have a goal in mind for what I want to get done. But I'm so far off schedule, I was surprised I even got this thing working to get out here. Did I already cut the... No, I didn't even cut the biscuits in this thing yet. Oh, that's right. Wonder if I... Because the gimbal can only go down so far. I wonder if I'll get some paint buckets out. That was the problem. Actually, you forgot to follow me. Here I am. Come over here. I might have to get a shorter tape, make a little shorter stand for the gimbal though. I've just got it chilling on my table saw. Hey, bud. Not right now, buddy. I'll be in here in a minute, okay? I don't want you on camera, buddy. Yes, sir. As soon as I come in. That sucks. Usually if I'm using my phone, I can at least step off camera. Okay, this ain't gonna be sketchy. Working off paint buckets. Glue, paper towel. I think at least 4 F clamps. I was eyeballing the what's the DJI, their gimbal cam, I forget what it's called. I think that's where I'm trying to go. Gotta do my taxes first though. Oh, clamps. Forgot something. Yeah, I think I'll put a window in, like a picture-in-picture, and then add my phone so I can get better angles. So long story short, I'll still be dragging my dang phone around the shop. until I can figure something better out. Okay, that one's not cutting it. It's too fat. Is this the one I want? Yeah. Somehow I managed to get a song stuck in my head I haven't even heard in forever. Oh. Smooth that out a little bit. I mean, really, I ought to sand the insides of these before I get going here, but I don't. It's an outside box. I don't care. All right. Let's figure out how to clamp this while it's sitting on paint buckets. Actually, that kind of helps. Nothing sketchy here. Nothing to see here. Sure, it's still lined up. Man. Dude, I had no idea biscuits were so awesome. I can't believe I had this thing for 2 years and I used it once. What the hell? Alright, now I think I can at least stand it up, and then let me get some of the squeeze out of here. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do a picture-in-picture and then add my phone. That way I can zip this around and kind of give better angles in this. It should at least stand up on its own now. Woo, almost lost my clamp. Get some of this crap out of the way. Dude, I was out here, I worked like almost 3 hours straight on this yesterday. Didn't clean anything up while I went, and it took me over an hour today to clean the shop. I think 3 clamps will be good enough. Let's get this one. Let's make this one a little more erect, a little less limpy here. Even this guy slipped a little bit. How's that looking? How's that sitting on that side? Yeah, he's perfect. Seems like the further I keep the camera back too, it gives you a little better angle. Come on. Quit stripping. I intentionally did my best to try keeping the glue from the front. That way there wasn't a bunch of squeeze out for the front for me to clean up. I don't care how much is on the inside. La 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 la. I just had an idea. I don't know if Bayfield's still there, but Alright, so to mark this one, I think what we're going to do is I can get the biscuit joiner out tonight. I can at least get them cut, the holes cut. Man, why is that so? Oh, because I ain't got a good grip. I'll mark where to cut the biscuits for this panel, and we'll do that tomorrow. I can at least get the biscuit slots cut into this board tonight. Let's go over here and see if I can figure out how to do this. And if I lower this, yeah. Let's grab the biscuit. The joiner. Is it joint or join? Oh, let's mark it first. Pencil's over here. Pencil's over here somewhere. So it's a 15-inch board. Put one at 5 and 10. I meant to cut the biscuit slots in this leg before I assembled that panel, but I got up and started assembling the carcass yesterday morning without remembering to come back and cut these slots, and now I'm gonna have to figure out how to cut them accurately now. I think I have an idea. I think if I clamp a board here, it should act as the same kind of restraint as the guide would had it been laying flat. Sounds good. I don't know. Fortunately, the biscuits do add or leave a little room for wiggle, so even if these lines are off just a hair, they should wiggle enough to work. This whole time for like 2 years, I've been assembling stuff with pocket screws and dowels, and I've had this thing. I didn't realize how useful it is. It's crazy. Alright. Let's find a way to clamp this. Oh! I think if I grab this offcut, it should at least help. Yeah. Then I can clamp it here, and you guys still have a good view. Let me grab a couple clamps. That didn't sound good. I heard something creaking. Perfect. Ear Pro and glasses. It's funny, the little angle gauge only goes to like 88 degrees. Like, what's the point of these measuring guides if they're never accurate? Like, don't even waste the time putting them on there. Still got up in my eyes. Whoa! So, I at least had the forethought to cut off extra offcuts that were the same dimensions as the box, which is gonna help out because I thought there was 4 of them. Nah, 2 will work. Because on the side that has the false door on it, obviously I can't use that panel and glue it in place. So I'm gonna biscuit these in place. It'll act as the stability for the box, the carcass, and then it'll also keep the fake panel door from like flopping around and rattling. Yeah, sounds good. Sounds like I know what I'm talking about. And there should be plenty of thickness for the dowels or the biscuits because I've got the frame on the other side. I don't know if I'm going to use these giant biscuits though. That should be fine. Then I gotta mark that one. Okay, so let's do this. So my other goal is to get these two attached tonight, and then tomorrow take the two halves. Well, I don't know if I'll do it tomorrow. Might. I usually come out on Thursdays and Fridays, Saturdays, Sundays. But get these attached to this, so essentially we have two sides assembled here. We have the other two sides assembled there. That way, instead of trying to glue up 4 panels, we're only doing 2. All right, so let's get the little biscuits. Well, woo. Yeah, let's get smaller biscuits for this. That's bananas. You can see the little Ozbot can look down in my drawer. Ooh, I got tiny biscuits. It says 0. I think I want to trade that one out. This one's going to be the spacer. Might as well test it one more time. I use this panel to test the size of the biscuits. Now it's too low. I just realized I could have adjusted that whole time. Not by much. Nah, that's good enough. So this says 0 on it. Which one's the... should be the little one. I guess that's our guy. Man, that's really going to chop into that board. What else are you going to do? Let's get these two out of the way for now. I think it's almost dinner time for me. I'm getting hungry. My wife made some, I think, ziti. I think those, I always forget what the noodles are called. Woo! It's hard to explain how much of that went through, but I'm going to try to show it to the camera. The hell, it's not even going to show up very well. I'm just going to lower it all the way back. Is that cut pretty... Oh no! Well, I just ruined that. Wasn't there a fourth one? Well, we'll use this one and the other one. It's actually almost dead center. Now, how did that one slip so bad? Because I'm trying to do this on a board that's real little. Damn it. Well, that thing's off by a mile. Hopefully I can find another piece. I thought there was 4 of these. Let me go look under the table here. I know I had a 4th spacer. Now I remember why I didn't use the biscuit joiner for a few years. Is that one sitting crooked or what? All right, we'll go ahead and cut these other ones. That's just a problem for future Chris to deal with. Oh, my gimbal gave up, dude. Come on. There you go. We got anybody? Oh, hey, Ricky. Yeah, sorry, man. I'm kind of behind today. Well, I've been praising the Biscuit joiner all day until I just slipped and kind of miscut. But it's still in the I like it category. I just got to be more careful on how I. Now, but I've used it to assemble the carcass on the box there, and everything's lining up perfect. But now I'm trying to cut biscuits in the end of these boards. And I don't know if the board slipped on me or what. But they're not in line now. In future, Chris is going to have to figure out how to get it to line up right. It's hard to explain. I mean, it's lined up right. It's the depth. The depth is off for some reason. Like the depth on the thickness of the board. I don't know how much more steady I can hold this thing. It's okay. It might be off just like a. Dang, like a 1/16 of an inch. I'm hoping to get these 2 retainer panels assembled on that 4th panel, and then maybe call it a night. I spent all day trying to figure out how to use this new camera. Actually, what I might do is, I think I'm going to use, for the grooves that line up properly, I'm going to use a biscuit to attach it to the last panel. And then when I actually attach the 2 free panels to the 2 glued panels, I may just not put a biscuit in there. I could just. No, I'm going to have to. There's got to be something to hold it together. You can't just butt joint. It'll never survive. Okay. So now we got our little retainer panels. Let's go over to the panel that's still loose, and we'll try to figure out how to line this up. I think if I clamp a board down, it should. No, but the Biscuit, man, it's got this plane of the box is like dead flat. It's pretty sweet. And then even where the panel meets the legs is nice and flat. So it's still gonna, I'm not gonna give it an A+. I'll give it an A-, A-, B+. Get this paint bucket out so you guys can see here. Lift this back up so I can see the chat if there's anybody chatting. You guys. So I'm trying to wrap my head around how this would work. Obviously, I need to clamp a board on here some way. So that I know I could probably just hop on YouTube and find a way to do this. Okay. So if I lift this up out of the way and I clamp a board across here, I didn't even know there was marks under here. So actually, I think if I just clamp something there, we should be all right. We'll grab 2 more clamps. All right. Let's find a and that'll actually leave me room in case I get these not lined up properly. Watch me sit here and cuss with clamps. I mean, in theory, this should work, but again, I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But yeah, if I can get these 2 like retaining boards on here tonight, I think that might be where I wrap it. Because then all I got to do is assemble the box and then cut the top. You know, there's gonna be like a 1/2 inch little rim around the top of it. All right, let's take this monstrosity back over there and try to not screw this up too bad. I think I'm going to try this again. I might try tomorrow. I don't know. Definitely Thursday. But in the window, add a picture-in-picture so I can still do close-ups with my phone. Because you guys are kind of getting weird angles here. See what's going on here. The Mafel doll machine. Actually, I could probably figure out how to simulcast onto this TV so I can actually see what you guys see and read your comments. Sorry, man. I decided to go out on a limb today, and at least I got it working. It's going to be a lot better. If I can simulcast the stream onto my TV, I can at least read the comments from here. All right, fingers crossed this lines up. Hell, who knows? No, this feels sketchy. The exit port for the sawdust, I'm glad my wrist was in the way. I would have ate a face full of... Over here, Gimbal. Come on. Follow me. It don't matter. It don't matter. As long as these boards hold this at a distance of 15 inches, that's all that counts. I was really hoping to get it to line up with the back of the false door to kind of add some rigidity to the door, but there's going to be so many dowels in the track, I don't think it's going to be blown in the wind. It's pretty damn windy today, though. Wrong biscuit. I can kind of tell which ones are going to line up right. Yeah, if I walk normal speed, yeah, it loses me. But if I walk slow, like I'm geriatric, it follows me pretty well. I even have it set on sports mode, so I don't know, like, what athlete moves this slow. But then again, that camera is made for, you know, people that are sitting at their desk doing, what was that one broadcaster that, or journalist that got fired for he got busted not wearing pants on his Zoom meeting. Tickler? I can't remember that guy's name. I have to do this to that side too. Oh well, we'll do that tomorrow when we get out of the clamps. And then I can use this board. Okay, I'll add tape to that one. Alright, these are the two I'm using. Yeah. Alright, so I'm going to tape a board here just so I have better clamping ability. What's going on in your world, Ricky? What are you working on, man? What project's on your bench? I might have to clamp this over here. That way my wife and kids don't just come out and smoke their eyeballs or their face or hips on this thing. Hey, yo, bud. What, buddy? Yeah, stay right there, bud. What's up? Don't open that door no more. Shut the door. The camera's pointing over here, buddy.
From here.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
So basically, when I was upstairs, when I was like walking, I accidentally, you know one of those words that are plugged into the pictures?
Uh-huh.
Actually, my foot got like trapped in one, and it accidentally unplugged and I accidentally broke.
Are you okay?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll fix it later.
Mom's saying everything you need.
Glue. Igloo. Towels. And we got big clamps. What was that movie with Tom Hanks with the pirates? Captain Phillips. I almost did that thing with the camera just a second ago. I was almost like, I am the captain now. Look at me. Don't look away. Sure is a lot of glue I put in there. Ooh, I cannot let that glue squeeze out. Get in that, So what you missed earlier, Ricky, was on these two panels that are going to be accepting the false door, I routed out a 1/4-inch groove. And then on the false panel, I'm going to have a bunch of dowel, 1/4-inch dowels sticking out of the sides so that it can work as like a, you know, like a wooden drawer slide or a guide. I have no reason to believe this will work. I have no reason to believe it won't work. We will see. We'll find out together. Because if that step doesn't work, this was a colossally expensive educational experience. Nothing sketchy about this. I'm sure this ain't gonna go poor. Seems to be flush. Yeah, I don't see no gap on this side, so that's pretty cool. After I get this other one glued on, I'll swing around and probably check out the chat and see how much I missed. Again, I apologize. I'm late as hell for a Sunday. I'm usually out here by noon. And next time I'm going to simulcast the stream on my TV so I can read comments while I do stuff. And then also integrate my phone camera, that way I can zoom in on whatever it is I'm doing. You guys, any of you remember when like flat panel TVs came around? Actually, it was probably around before that when the first picture-in-picture capability came out. I remember being amazed. I can't even remember what I used picture-in-picture for. I think it was probably Discovery Channel on one, History Channel on another. This information overload melting my brain. That's about all I watch is history, sports, Discovery. I can't sit down and watch new TV series anymore. I think the days of, like, you know, Friends series What other major series were there? Oh, Seinfeld. I don't think we're going to live in a world where that sort of stuff exists anymore. Scheduled television's going to the way of the dinosaurs. And I kind of feel bad for coming out here so late because a lot of my older subscribers, you know, they're used to me being on here by noon, 1. But at least they can always go back and check the live stream. It records and it should be available for them to watch tomorrow. So I'm kind of bummed some guys weren't out here, but this is kind of a crappy camera experience right now, so what are you going to do? I'm pretty sure I might try to come out tomorrow, but I think I'm going to try to wait till Thursday. I don't know. But I have some really good ideas to improve this experience for you guys. Uh-oh. Can't really clamp it with the biscuit in there. No, no, no. I hope you guys were probably yelling at me. I do have some Rockler right angle clamps I could. I don't know if I can use it because it's so far inset into this panel. It's not like it's on the edge of the panel. So I don't know if I could actually get right angle clamps on here. What time is it? 7. There we go. That's what's up. We're almost done. And what I can do is add dowel locator pins to this groove I routed. Yeah, it don't matter. I'll just measure the panel. Let's see what we got going on here. What all have I missed? Are you guys in here fighting? Oh yeah, Tubin. Yeah, I knew it was a goofy ass name. The schedule I try to do is Thursday, Friday after work, and then Saturday, Sunday at noon, because that's when it says most of the people who subscribe to my channel are on YouTube. Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, the volume is pretty light. But I might try to sneak out tomorrow to fiddle with the camera experience, because I see this is not very good. It's not. I can't get the gimbal to come down anymore. Like, I got to be pretty far away for you to see anything that's on the table. See? And it's not like my arms are that long. The closer I get to it, it keeps raising up. So, well, actually, there you go. You can kind of see what's going on there. That's not bad. I'm learning. Yeah, dude, I sold my motorcycle. I was in college, and I had a little 250. And I was like, I better sell this thing before I get killed on it. I sold it, got like $3,500 for it, and bought a plasma for $4,200. Or no, a 42-inch TV for like $3,200. It's insane now. Live streams Saturdays, Sundays. I try to be on by noon. Thursday and Friday is kind of whenever I get off of work. Ideally, it would be I could be on by 7:30 or 8. Thursday and Fridays. Some days are worse. Some days are better. I do have pre-made like little images that I can post to my community board. That way when I get to work I can tell like, oh hey, I'm screwed. I won't be on until 8 o'clock at night. What time zone are you in, Ricky? If you're still there. Let me grab my water. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try to figure out how to simulcast this to my TV right now. Since I got you guys here. I'm going to turn it this way though. So if the Ozbot sees the TV, it'll ding my video for copyright. So just make sure we don't let the camera see the TV. Refresh rate, graphics, position, and where'd my brush go, dude? I gotta get some of the dust off this thing. Okay, gonna have to clean my laptop. Eastern Standard. Okay, so we're on the same time zone. It's about what, 7 there? Are you in Michigan? Is it Miracast or other? Sorry, I'm going to try to figure out how to screencast. That way I can read your comments and see what you're seeing. A screen mirror. You see my old brain, my gears turning. Hold down the status bar, smart view. I don't know what the hell any of that is. That's the phone. Roku TV. Screen mirror your Lenovo to a Roku by ensuring both are on the same Wi-Fi network. Okay, yeah. Windows key K. What the hell is that? Okay, yeah, I never would have got that, but okay. I think it's... Yeah, I think we did it. Uh-oh. Hey, look, my old brain worked. Come over here and follow me. Now I can see your comments. Move this out of the way. Oh, you're in DC. You're in the belly of the beast. This is running quite behind. Holy cow. Are you guys that far behind? What's the stream health on this thing? It says the stream's healthy. So yeah, we got it. I wonder if I can read it from all the way over here. Yeah, I can kind of read it with my old eyes. All I remember about that screen TV when it came out, it was about 20 inch or maybe 30 inches for $6,000. Yeah, I can read it. Okay, maybe I can make it a little bigger. Can I make it bigger? I don't think it actually changes the I don't think it actually changes anything. But yeah, we did it. So what did it look like over here? So far behind. It is 7:05. I suspect when I did the screencast, I think it really slowed down the stream. Could be wrong. I'm waiting for the camera to come back over here. I'll clean up a little bit while that catches up. I'm interested to see what you guys could see back here. Yeah, I hate to throw Domino's or I hate to throw biscuits in the trash, but they were real fat. They are not all created equal. I've got to get better about cleaning up on live streams. I can't tell if it's freezing. Dude, that was 5-10 minutes ago. Yeah, I don't know if you're still there, Ricky, or if you can hear me, but the stream says it's healthy. The thing is, it seems like the feedback between my laptop and my TV is like 4 or 5 minutes behind now, so I don't know what the hell that's about. But if it works, it works. I have to get better about cleaning up after live streams. I came out this morning. I can't remember if you were on yesterday, Ricky. But I got a lot done, but my shop was destroyed. And I did manage to go to the lumberyard yesterday and get this poplar to mill tomorrow. Well, maybe tomorrow. Maybe not. To go around the tops. See if I can make this in my trash. Nope. I appreciate you hanging out with me, man. Shooting the shit, watch me being an idiot. Clean up. Probably wipe stuff down and then call it a night. Right on. Well, we have done everything I can do tonight. 7:15. Pretty crap performance on my behalf, on my end of the deal. I apologize. It'll get better. I got ideas. Right on, man. Well, Ricky, thanks so much. Everybody else that stuck around, I know we dipped down pretty low there when I was honking around with the computer. But yeah, you guys have a good night. You guys just watched me honky around with the camera and mess around with my laptop. So get up and do it yourself.